so we're ready to go. All right, so the first thing, and I'm going to be writing on the screen here, on this screen, not on the other screens. So if you just heard me say other screen, then this is not the screen that will be written on. Okay. The first thing you have to do when it comes to going viral and having your social media marketing go viral is you've got to discover or determine your viral marketing strategy. Okay. And I'm going to share with you an acronym that is used in order to go viral. All right. In order to go viral, this is what you have to do. All right. You've got to determine where you want to go viral at. All right. There was an interview that Tai Lopez did with a particular magazine, and he said you've got to find that one platform first. They asked him what platform worked best for you. He said YouTube. All right. I had a good conversation with a phenomenal marketer last night, and our conversation was on YouTube. Hey, where do you get the best traffic? Where are the best leads coming from? And Facebook is great, Twitter is great. However, you've got a better chance of doing more damage on YouTube. And that's just what I've seen. I mean, Facebook is great, Twitter's great. I'm going to share with you a couple other things that can help you out and the reasons behind those things. However, I believe that with YouTube, you can really do some damage. So the number one thing is you've got to determine where you want to go viral at. Okay. You've got to do this. I mean, you've got to use a simple strategy. Okay. So with YouTube, all right. So for YouTube, performance is based off views. Okay. I've got some notes here because I really wanted to cover some big stuff with you guys today. But I wanted to, before I get into like why YouTube is important, I want to express the formula to go viral. All right. So I'm going to draw on the screen. Man, did they take away the draw thing? All right. So they took away my little draw app, whatever. So if someone can help me out with this would be phenomenal. All right. This way you guys can keep up with it, especially if you write it down in the comments, you'll learn it better because you actually wrote it. All right. What's up, Tanya? All right. So the first thing in the formula to go viral is it's called VRIN. All right. That's the acronym. So write that down. It's called VRIN. Okay. Victor, Romeo, Indigo, N is in Nancy. All right, VRIN. That's the formula. That's the first thing you'll need to know. The second thing you'll need to know is what this formula means. So the V stands for value. All right, the V stands for value. And what you have to do is meaning that every post that you put on, doesn't matter, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, okay, you have to make sure it's something people care about. Okay, now I understand a lot of what we talk about value all the time when it comes down to putting out valuable information. That's one thing, but the most important thing is it's something that people really care about. Are you touching those emotional triggers on things that people really care about? All right. The next thing with the R is rare. Okay, it's got to be rare. Rarity means that your post includes things most people don't often see or experience on a daily basis. All right. I think this is big because I think a lot of us, we understand that, things have got to be valuable. All right. You've got to provide value to your list, value to your market, all that stuff. But is it rare? All right. People share things that are rare. People share things that they don't see every single day. All right. 2 years ago, I believe it was Tai Lopez that put, everybody knows Tai, right? Raise your hand, Tai Lopez, everybody loves Tai. You can't go to YouTube. You can't go to Instagram. You can't go to Facebook if you're in the entrepreneur world without seeing Tai Lopez. Tai Lopez has been online since 2001. However, he went viral in 2014 with a video that he did in his garage. All right, a lot of people know that. All right. He went viral because of that video he did in his garage, the Lamborghini with all the books, and he did a few other things. However, it sparked a lot of attention on the social media world. Right now, it was rare because people didn't see that every day. All right, now we see a lot more of it, but in 2014 we didn't see a lot of that every day. So understand when you're doing your social media marketing, are you doing things that people don't see every day, right? Or are you going to fall right into the trap or right into the trend of just, falling, just looking like everybody else? All right, does this make sense? So you've got to create value. One, ask yourself, is this what people care about? Two, is it rare? All right, this is where you kind of got to go into your thinking box. You got to say, okay, is this rare? All right, the I, inimitable. All right, this means that how hard is it for a competitor or anybody else to replicate what you're doing? Okay, if you have a Facebook ad, if you have something on Instagram, how easy is it for somebody else to go out there and just replicate what you're doing? Chances are, when Ty did that, most people couldn't just go to their garage and shoot a video with a Lamborghini in it. Let them know that he owned it. His story was very unique. So, how easy is it for someone? It's called inimitability. All right, you don't have to use that big word. You don't have to spell it. It's inimitable. But all that means is how easy is it for someone to copy or replicate what you got going on in your marketing, in your advertising? How unique can it be? All right. And the last one, is it's got to be non-substitutable. Okay. Meaning there's no other place to access the information your post delivers. Okay. That comes with being unique as well. All right. When it can't be replaced, when it can't be duplicated, when you've said something, I think a lot of times with information is recyclable. Nothing really is new, but there's a new way to say it. Okay. And when you can curate information really well, when you can be the one that takes an idea and makes it make sense to a lot of people, that's what makes it go viral. A lot of you guys have learned stuff. I've talked about things and you're like, man, I've heard that before. But all it is I'm able to say it in a way that makes it make sense to you. And then you share it because it makes sense to you. It clicks to you. And then you want to share it, right? Does this make sense? So you want to use this model. You want to use this model because this is the first step in having your social media go viral, is using this VRIN model, all right? Making sure that everything you do is valuable. It can't be replaced. It's very unique, and there's no substitute for it, okay? I'm telling you guys, you can be as funny as you want to be, intense, smart as you want to be. If you don't follow this model and you don't measure every post with this model, especially the ones that you're looking to get the most out of, okay? You're looking to get the most out of that particular post, you've got to use this model. One thing that I see go just utterly wrong when it comes to social media engagement, social media followings, especially with new people in any kind of niche, any entrepreneur, especially in the network marketing arena. What happens is I see a lot of people, they'll join XYZ company, and I'll look and I'll just kind of be doing some research on who they're engaged with, who's getting the most engagement on their stuff. And typically, it's the same people that are in that company. All right, so what's happening here is a lot of people, let's just say, for an example, I had a guy hit me up yesterday from Herbalife, okay? Guy hits me up from Herbalife, take a quick look at him, go through his page, kind of check some things out. Every engagement that he got, everything, most of his friends were from Herbalife. Now, if Herbalife is his only offer, are any of these posts valuable or going to make him sales? All right, if Herbalife is his only offer and really his entire audience is already in Herbalife, assuming that they're not his team, okay? Assuming that they're not his team already, because it didn't look like that, what are the chances of him either selling a lot of products, enrolling a lot of reps in the company? What are the chances of him making a lot of sales? They're slim to none, right? They're slim to none, okay? Angela, you can go back. You missed the N. The N is non-substitutable. All right, non-substitutable, meaning there's no other place to access the information that you're delivering, okay? You can use this score, all right? It's a VRIN score. When it's low, chances of going viral, minimal. When you have a high VRN score, boom, it's done, all right? So I know a big thing that I took from a lot of my marketing guys is YouTube, all right? YouTube works best because it simply allows for a long form of content. People are on YouTube to watch a longer video. It allows your brand to actually take form. When people are on YouTube, they're ready to watch something that could be 15, 30 minutes, even an hour. they're there mentally to watch something that's ready to capture their attention and to really grab and to sit down for a really long time. So it's going to allow, if you can use this the right way, and you can curate your story and your message, all right, what's going to happen is people are actually going to develop your brand into what they got going on. A lot of times it doesn't happen on Facebook or Twitter, but it can happen on Snapchat and Instagram, all right? Now, Snapchat and Instagram can be just as powerful because of the stories options and how people want their information. So people, like for Facebook and Twitter, it kind of falls into that middle ground. All right, I hope you're kind of feeling me here. All right. So with Snapchat and Instagram, you get what people you're able to give people exactly what they want, something quick. You're able to curate your story. So I'm gonna go into number 2 real quick. All right. Number 2 is having a compelling brand story that you share every single time. This brand story is the X factor when it comes to your social media virability. All right. I don't know if am I just making up words. I think I'm making up words. It's cool. Does it matter if I'm making up words? Does anybody care? Is it a big deal? All right. So you've got to create your brand story. Okay. This brand story, it's got to be unique. All right. It's got to be compelling. All right. It just can't be just any story. Okay. The notes I took here is, you've got to average out your VRN score of each of your social media posts to be authentic. Don't change your whole life for a social media post. You don't need to completely change your story. You just need to switch it up for your audience and switch it up to make it compelling to them. Now, I'm not saying embellish anything. I'm just saying switch up how the story sounds. Okay. So, for instance, Ray Higdon. We all know if you're in the network marketing arena, real estate. We all know Ray Higdon's story. A lot of us know Grant Cardone's story. Ty Lopez, we know the story of him being, having $47 to his name. He was on a couch in North Carolina, and now he's in Beverly Hills. Think about the people that you follow. I mean, when people come to me, oh man, I heard you're a baseball player, and then you quit, and you got into corporate America, and so they know my story. Ask yourself, do people know your story? The compelling part of your story. A lot of times we're telling people the struggle. All right, we let people know the struggle, but we don't really curate this story of where we're going, where we've been. And until you curate this story, it's not going to make things go viral, because this is the thing that the thing that makes the value, the thing that makes it unique, the thing that makes it unshareable. I mean, not unshareable, but the thing that makes it unduplicatable, right? Where people really can't duplicate it. That's your story. That's how you got to get unique, and you've got to use this story where people not every post, but people got to know your story. All right. So when you do a webinar, one of the first things before we get into content when we do a webinar is you tell your story. You tell a little quick snippet of your story in your videos. Tell a quick snippet of your story on your blog. Your about section. Tell your story. It's got to be a compelling story. And that story builds your brand. All right, that's what you want to do. That story it's the foundation of your brand. All right, the last thing is you got to be consistent. All right, you got to be consistent, and you got to be consistently visual. Okay, not only are you being consistent in your message, but I want you to be consistently visual. That's the most important thing. Going back to Ty Lopez, this dude got visible. I'm telling you guys, he was online in 2001. All right, he was online in 2001. In 2014, that's when he took super action and got visible. All right, he was everywhere. He's continuing to be everywhere. So he used this exact formula. He shared his story, and then he got over visual. He's everywhere on YouTube. He's everywhere on Instagram. He's everywhere on Twitter. I mean, you cannot be on social media in the entrepreneur world and not see this guy's face. Now, do you have to know everything about him? No, but he's got a recognizable face and he's got a recognizable story. So how visible are you getting? Now, am I saying for you to go out there and be as visible as Ty Lopez today? No. Tomorrow? No. But I'm telling you, you got to get more visible and consistent every single day. Doesn't matter if you think you're being consistent, because you're always being consistent. You're either being consistently inconsistent, or you're being consistently productive, consistently visible, consistently continuing to market a message and tell your story. Okay, so these are 3 things that you need to go super social media viral. Okay, these are the 3 things. You've got to have a good VRIN score. All right, you've got to have a compelling brand story that you tell every single day, uniquely, powerfully, with passion and excitement. Okay, and number 3, you've got to be consistently visible. Okay, visibility will always trump ability. Trust me. All right. Trust me. If you want to pop those 3 things in, for anybody that just popped in, if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask me any questions. However, those are the 3 things, 3 simple steps for viral social media marketing, viral social media presence, or really just how to go viral on social media. That's how you do it. All right? So you may have to put your thinking cap on. You may have to really sit down and dissect this, but that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take, because that's where you're going to have those breakthrough moments with your social media, with your marketing. I highly suggest, if you haven't gone through like a social media course, look for social media courses. If you haven't gone through authority courses, I have a great one. Go to Top Online Bootcamp. Test it out. I mean, you literally have nothing to lose. If you don't like it in 30 days, get your money back, right? You have nothing to lose. But go out there and use this. Remember, VRIN, your brand story, sharing that story every day, and being consistent every single day. All right.